But we begin with the passing of former Vice President Walter Mondale. He was 93 years old. Fritz, as many called him, has been a fixture in state and national politics for decades. A statement from his family reads in part, "Beyond his commitment to public service, our dad was committed to our family, and we will miss him more than words can capture." Pat Kessler has been reporting on the vice president for more than 40 years, and he joins us tonight. Pat, it's good to see you and have you here tonight.
Yeah, what a great Minnesotan he was. For more than half a century, Walter Mondale played a significant role at the center of America's most important events. The last of the mid-century greatest generation of national leaders from right here in Minnesota.
He was the son of a Methodist minister and a music teacher from tiny Elmore, Minnesota. But Walter Mondale had other ideas. Organizing Hubert Humphrey's first U.S. Senate campaign, State Attorney General, U.S. Senator, and Vice President of the United States. Choosing Mondale for Vice President was a surprise, but the small-town kid from Elmore understood the peanut farmer from Plains.
When Carter and I got together walking through his small town, I understood it. And when we talked about these issues, I think we hit it off.
Mondale redefined the vice presidency, Carter's closest advisor, remaining friends for life, the longest living former president and vice president in U.S. history.
He was a perfect partner, and I don't think we ever had a serious argument during the 4 years, which was better than the relationship between me and my wife.
Mondale made history on his own when he ran, choosing America's first female running mate, Geraldine Ferraro.
Our message is that America is for everyone.
Mondale lost to Ronald Reagan in a landslide, winning only his home state of Minnesota. But he wasn't finished. Ambassador to Japan in the 90s, and in 2002, thrust again into public life.
Anticipated that Senator Wellstone was indeed aboard that small plane and is now confirmed to have died.
U.S. Senator Paul Wellstone was killed in a plane crash days before the election. Mondale took Wellstone's place in a Senate campaign marked by shock and grief, losing his last race. Mondale was never down for long. Late in life, he still had a wry, self-deprecating sense of humor.
Some people have complained tonight that there's been a lot of flattery going on. I don't find it that way at all.
Dividing his time between teaching and his law office, but never changing who he was.
I'm a progressive. I like to see human problems solved. I like to end hateful behavior if I can. I guess that makes me a liberal.
Memorial plans will be announced later for both Minnesota and Washington, D.C. Former President Jimmy Carter said tonight he considers Mondale the best vice president in our country's history, adding he was an invaluable partner and an able servant of the people of Minnesota, the United States, and the world. Friends and colleagues are expressing their condolences tonight, including Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Barack Obama, and Minnesota's delegation. Many are sharing pictures and remembrances, including an emotional Senator Amy Klobuchar, who said Mondale was her friend and mentor.
But what he also taught us that maybe our state was uniquely privileged to see was when you lose something, when something doesn't quite go your way, that you never stop fighting. That's what he did.
You know, I first met Walter Mondale as a young reporter when he was launching his second campaign with Jimmy Carter in 1980. Over the years, he was always accessible to us and willing to share his deep world views, and he was deeply patriotic about America. And I think Minnesota is going to miss him terribly.
I think you're right. A Korean War vet too, Pat, is that right?
That's correct.
Well, all right, thank you. Again, Walter Mondale passing away at the age of 93. You'll find much more on the life of the former vice president and his legacy at WCCO.com.